Hello everyone, I am Dr. A. Nagalakshmi, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce with Finance in Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore. I am here to explain a concept in the unit financial planning under the course Mutual Fund Management. So, what are all the topics we are going to see under this financial planning is the meaning of financial planning, steps in financial planning, life cycle and wealth cycle in financial planning. Now we are going to the concept. What does mean by financial planning? So financial planning means it is deciding in advance. So we are planning how to make the financial plan. So how to use our income to meet our present and future financial goals. So it is similar to a preparation of a road map for our personal and family finances. So what are all the things we are going to what are all the things we are going to consider in financial planning is what we earn, what we spend, what we save, what we invest, and what we want to achieve financially. So these things are to be a very important thing in making the financial planning. So we are going to see an example for this. What is an example? Ravi is a person who wants to buy a car in 3 years. Save for his daughter's education in 10 years. And he retires at the age of 60. He makes a plan to invest in mutual funds for the car, educational fund and pension fund. This is the financial planning. So he is planning in order to buy the car, in order to make a big expense for the education of her daughter, for his daughter, and if he retires at the age of 60, what is the income after retirement? So he is thinking about all these things: where to invest, how to invest, how much to invest, everything. This is said to be financial planning. Now we are going to see the steps in financial planning. So what are the steps involved? What are all the steps involved? The first step is said to be identifying the financial goals. So goals means for what purpose we are going to plan for the finance. So goal must be SMART. What does mean by SMART? Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time bound. So these things are to be considered in making the goal. So here goal must be clear and it should be realistic goal. So example I am giving for this is that if it is a short term goal, buying an iPhone in 6 months. If it is a medium, it's an example. If it is a medium term goal, buy a car in 3 years. And the long term goal is buying, that is making a proper income after the retirement at 60 years. So these are the examples of the goal. Now we are going to see the second step, that is analyze the current position. So current position means here what is the monthly income, what are the monthly expenses, what are the loans or liabilities for us, then savings and existing investments. These are to be analyzed. This shows the surplus, that is how much we can be saved. How much can be saved? See, there is an example given. If income is 50,000 per month and the expenses are 35,000, investable in surplus is 15,000. So we can make the 15,000 to be saved or invested in various investment alternatives which will be used for our financial planning in order to meet the goals. So the third one, what is involved is risk profiling. So risk profiling means see, if we are going to invest in some, that is bonds. So what is the risk involved in the investment in bonds? If it is in share market, so what are all the risk involved? So risk identifying capacity should be there. So income stability, age and responsibilities to be considered. So there is an example. A 25 years old bachelor can take higher risk compared to a 55 years old nearing retirement. So it's common. 25 years old man or a boy, he does not have any commitment. So he can take any type of risk in order to earn the money. That is investment in equities. Like that. So the same planning cannot be, it is not suitable for a person who is at the age of 55 who is nearing retirement. This is said to be risk profiling. Next, what we are going to see is asset allocation. What is meant by asset allocation? So asset allocation is dividing money into equity, debt, gold, real estate. So how we are dividing our surplus amount into savings. Example, a young investor may put 70% in equities, 20% in debt and 10% in gold. So this is the proper way of allocating the funds while making the investment. Next, what we are going to see is the implementation. Implementation means choosing actual investment products. That is selecting the suitable product. That is SIP in mutual fund, PPF, insurance. These are the examples given. Okay, so bank deposits we can do. We can go for, that is a provident fund investment, insurance plan, bonds, etc. Next, what we are going to see is review and monitor. So that is, we identify the goals, we analyze the current position, we consider the risk profiling, we have made the asset allocation, we have implemented that. Now we are in the process of making the review of our investment, and we have to monitor. Okay, review every 6 to 12 months. So if we make a review once in 6 months or once in a year, life goals and market conditions may change. Sure. Example is given, SIP if salary increases. So if our salary increases, we can make one more investment in SIP. So salary changes, financial, that is new financial goals, family expenses, market changes, these things are to be these things will be there in our investment. We come to know at the time of review and monitoring. Now we are in the life cycle approach. Life cycle means here we have to consider the financial needs at different stages of life. So at the age of 25, we will be very much interested in buying a car, buying a new iPhone. Once in a year or once in 6 months, we will be making the changes. That is, we will sell the old mobile phone and we will purchase new, like that. Okay, so it has to be considered. So what is a life cycle when we are young or single? Here we don't have, we have high energy, fewer responsibilities will be there, high income growth potential. But what is the strategy we have to follow is take higher risk. So no responsibility. If any loss, if we met a loss, it can be easily compensated. Okay, so take higher risk, invest in equities, create emergency fund. These are the strategies to be followed by a young or a single person at that age. When a person is married with the dependents, so dependents features higher expenses. So married, got childrens, they are going for schools. So here we have to see, we have to pay school fees. If we took any loans, that has to be repaid. So need for stability is must in that stage. So what is the strategy we have to follow is, we have to buy the insurance. We have to start that is investing for the education fund. Then it should be a balanced investment. Now we are moving to the third one. What is the third one? The third one is the retirement stage. So retirement stage or no, pre-retirement stage or middle age. So it is before the retirement stage. Here features are peak earning years. Here when we are young and single, we are just started. So we are freshers in our job. The salary may be less. But here now we will be in what? That is peak in, we will be earning peak income. Loans may be repaid. So focus shift to retirement. So how we are going to make the how we are going to make the investment means, we can, the suitable investment is, we can go for retirement funds, we can choose for pension schemes, moderate risk investments, in that we can make the investment, gold for stability. So these we can concentrate. Now we are in the retirement stage. So we have reached 60 years of age. So what will be the characteristic features? No regular salary will be there. Dependent on savings. So if we want to make any expenses, we have to take that amount from our savings. Okay, so dependent on savings, high needs for stability. So what is the suitable investment for this? So in that time, we can go for monthly income scheme, senior citizen savings scheme, debt mutual fund, and annuity plan. So these are the suitable investment plans at the retirement stage. I think we are clear about the life cycle approach. Now we are into the wealth cycle. So wealth cycle, what does mean by wealth cycle? Wealth cycle means every individual passes through 4 stages of wealth cycle. One is accumulation stage, that is early career. Next is consolidation stage, that is mid career. Third one is spending stage, that is retirement. And the last one is the gifting phase, gifting stage, that is at the time of, that is old age, 875 and above. Okay, so now we are going to see what is meant by accumulation. Accumulation stage means savings and investing small amounts regularly. The consolidation stage means increasing investment, reducing risky assets. The third, spending stage, using accumulated wealth for making daily living expenses. And the last one is the gifting stage, transferring the wealth. That is, what are all the assets I have, I will be transferring to my son or a daughter, or my family members, or even I can make the transfer of my assets to the, not only assets, all my investments to the charity. So this is called as wealth cycle. Now I think we have got a clear idea about what is meant by financial planning, what are the steps involved in it. Then we have seen the life cycle approach and the wealth cycle approach. Thank you so much for the patience listening.